Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to another book review. Thank you for tuning in. So, what do four middle aged Korean mothers, a stack of candid notebooks, and a webtoon artist with a Bitcoin related backstory have in common? They come together in Moms. That's right, Moms. One of the most raw, funny, and honest graphic novels I've read in several years. So, yes, today's book is Moms by Yeong-shin Ma and translated into English by Janet Hong. And the English translation was published back in 2020. The Korean original was published in 2015. And this is a graphic novel, sort of memoir style graphic novel about four mothers in their mid 50s. It's about their work, family, home, love life, relationships, children, all of life's rich pageant. And it's the first book to be translated into English from Yeong-shin Ma. But since this was published, he's actually had another book translated into English called, I believe it's called Artist. And I'll try and buy that and review it sometime. But honestly, probably spend too much money on books as it is, but I will try and get around to it sometime. So anyway, Young has an interesting bio. He started publishing webtoons after losing a lot of money on Bitcoin. So a depressingly familiar story to some people, I'm sure. He's published 9 books in Korean. And the English translation of Moms was published by Drawn and Quarterly, the celebrated Canadian publishing company, which has a long track record of publishing acclaimed graphic novels, including several notable Korean graphic novels, such as Oma's Table by Hong Yeon Shik and Grass by Gumsuk Gendry Kim, which I've reviewed elsewhere on the channel. Please check those reviews out. And this graphic novel was also translated by Janet Hong. And Janet Hong has translated a lot of great stuff that I've reviewed recently. So, for example, Han Yuju's The Impossible Dream, Anne Ko's Bad Friends. And at this point, Janet Hong has, such a great track record of working on exciting projects, novels, graphic novels, short story collections, that her name is by now just a badge of quality, really. And this is another excellent project. And so what was Young's inspiration for this book about these middle-aged women in modern Seoul? So there's a very interesting, if very brief, author's note at the end of the book. And in this note, Young reveals that the book is based on his mother's notebooks. When he first left home and started living by himself, he realized how demanding household chores and looking after a home can be. And this filled him with regret and shame for the difficult life that his mother had led and which he had contributed to the difficulties of. And this inspired him to write a comic book with his mom as the main character. And so he gave her some notebooks and he sort of jokingly said to her, "If you want your son to find success, write honestly about you and your friends, about your love life and theirs." And to his surprise, she filled notebook after notebook with the very candid and sometimes even explicit details of her life. So, and Mom's is the resulting story. It's not just Young's mom's story, but also 3 of her friends, and it has all been lightly fictionalized, or maybe more fictionalized in some areas than others. So it doesn't adhere entirely to their real lives. So it's not strictly biographical, I guess. Anyway, so what is happening in the lives of these 4 women? So they're all mothers. They're all navigating the second half of their lives in modern Seoul. Some are married, others divorced, but all of them are searching for meaning, connection, excitement, something more than what life has handed them. The focus is mainly on Soyeon, She's divorced from her husband after an unhappy marriage. She has an adult daughter who asks her for money to start a business. She also has a 30-year-old son who still lives at home and just seems to play computer games all day and does nothing else, doesn't contribute it to the house in any way. And she works for a cleaning company where she is very much overworked and undervalued and underpaid. She's also dating a man who isn't faithful and who drinks far too much. And the story is really about her search for fulfillment, this very human desire for more than what we are given. And through all these difficulties, we see this desire for more than what the world has offered. It sounds might sound a little depressing, or even maybe a little grim, and at times it can be. But what shines through the difficulties that all these women are having is just a fierce passion for life. These women refuse to quietly accept what society says they should be content with. They want more. More love, sex, freedom, dignity, and they're not afraid to pursue it. So, how effective is the comic medium for telling this story? Honestly, it's fantastic. There are still lots of readers who don't read comic books or graphic novels. And that is a real shame because you are, genuinely missing out on something special. Graphic novels sometimes still get dismissed as lesser than prose fiction, but Moms definitely makes a strong case to say why this form matters. So it's not the same as reading a novel. There are absolutely different shades to the experience. The way we process comic storytelling is different. It's not better or worse. It's just a different experience that's absolutely worth having. And Young's art is Yeong-shin Ma's art is just very expressive through this rough, scribbly style. He captures the humor, the anger, the exhaustion, and the tenderness of these women's lives in a way that words alone couldn't. I've just realized I've been saying his name wrong. I should have been calling him Yong, but his name is Ma Yong Shin. I should have been saying Ma. I'm sorry. They've written it in the English way on the cover of the book here. My apologies to Ma Yong Shin. Anyway, so the artwork is fantastic. It has this sort of rough, scribbly style, but it captures the lives of these women very well. It's intimate, it's hilarious, it's heartbreaking. It's definitely one of the best books of 2020 when it got published, and it's very much still worth picking up. So, what do you think? Have you read Moms or any other graphic novels that center on unconventional protagonists? Would you read more stories like this if they were available? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to like the video if you feel like it. Subscribe for more Korean lit reviews and ring the bell so you never miss a new episode. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video, which I'm going to do right now.